All right, we've been working around here to repair stuff and keep it from deteriorating next winter. This is a seam or crack that the water, we were in a low spot here, and when we moved here, Dad put in this drain here because the water was just standing right there, and I sealed it all. And it's kind of a cheap sealer. It's a latex, which is easy cleanup. And then there's some good sealer, which is like it's by the same company, but it's more of a, there's more tar or something, and it's a better sealer. It costs more. So in the worst spots, I put the good stuff plus some patched asphalt. Now, that's all. We hope that'll last till for a couple winters of keeping that asphalt from breaking up, because the water all runs right here. It comes from up there and over there, and it comes right there. And Dad put that in so it would drain, because it would sit there, and we have the city drain here, another drain there, and all the water would sit right there. Anyway, he did that years ago. This we did today and yesterday. Look at that. First I killed it with Roundup, and the dandelions, I've never seen dandelions still living after 2 weeks after I sprayed Roundup. They were still alive. And so our neighbor bought a flamethrower for ground burning. We burned it all yesterday. When I woke up this morning, the dandelion seeds were wide open, and I mean like ready to spread their seed. So I came out here and I spurred those real good. So we'll see. Next year we'll still have dandelions and weeds, maybe, hopefully not as many, because they're tough as nails. And I never seen them alive after 2 weeks after we put Roundup on them. But we burned them all, and we had we had to wash it. I'll tell you the story here in a minute after I show you everything. Yeah, last night the neighbor across the street, Francis, she called Dad, and I was taking a nap, and she called Dad and said, hey, you got a fire over here. Oh, there's some dandelion seeds right there. See that? That's their secret, their seed. And look how, they produce thousands of seeds. Even after they're dead, those seeds will replant and go everywhere. That's their invasiveness and their persistence. So she calls Dad and says, you got a fire over here. He couldn't hear her. Francis called you. He said, all I heard was something about yesterday, and that's all he heard. So we got to get him a phone that has the text printout of what you say, because it's affected us twice now. Because yeah, I'll get in on that later. Anyway, so she called Gary. Gary called me. I happened to have the phone right next to my head when I was napping. And then Gary goes, you got a fire out here. Sure enough, right over here, it was smoldering. And this is like hours later, it started smoldering. Just a little smoke, but still, it could have flamed up if it got into there. So I come out and squirt it. Today, we had the same thing. We thought we had everything out, and sure enough, pretty soon, in the bark mulch is where it was smoldering. And it happened again this morning. We had 2 smoldering in the bark mulch. And so anyway, it's so much cleaner and better now, because we were like gonna mow it after I killed it, but the dandelions would not die, and I killed them and the seed, and maybe we'll have fewer next year, but they'll be back. You can bet on it. Anyway, I'll tell you the other story later.